All right, welcome back everybody. This video we're going to be doing molarity calculations, okay? So sometimes they're given to us and they're a little wonky and you don't really know what you're looking for, but I'm going to take you through them just to make sure that, we really know what's going on. So molarity means big M, right? And to break that down, it means moles per liter. Moles per liter. So those are the units. When you're looking to find molarity, and it gives you things like in problem number 1, it's really just a division problem, right? We just divide and we have our molarity. But in other cases, it could give it to us in units that are not moles and not liters, and therefore we would have to do conversions first. So let's get started and let's do number 1, right? So I have a 2.3 liter sample of NaCl was calculated to contain 1.45 moles of NaCl. So what is the molarity? In this case, they are literally just asking for big M. They do already give us 2.3 liters, so I have my liters, and they also give us 1.45 moles. So I'm in the correct units, and now all I have to do is plug this into the equation. So it'll be 1.45 moles over 2.3 liters. So then you just plug it into your calculator, and I'm coming out with 0.63 molarity, or moles per liter. And this is my answer, 0.63 molar. Amazing. So this was a simpler one. This was a simpler one, you know what I mean? But let's move on to the next one because it's not always that simple, right? So looking at the next one, 103.8 grams of silver nitrate was weighed and mixed with 250 milliliters of water to create a solution. What is the molarity of the solution? So again, they're asking for big M, which is moles per liter. But if I look in this problem, I do not have moles and I do not have liters. So I need to do some conversions. The first thing I'm looking at here is that they're giving it to me in grams. They're giving me grams of a compound. And to me, to go from grams to moles, I need to use my molar mass, right? And so this, in a previous video, we went over how to come up with molar mass. But in this case, I really don't want to do all of that work. So I'm going to do it off screen real quick, right? So I have 1 Ag, which is silver, so 107.87, plus then I have 1 nitrogen, which is 14.007, plus I have 3 oxygen, so 3 times 15.999. So I have a molar mass of AgNO3 equal to 169.87 grams per mole. Cool. So that's the first step to this. Next, I literally just need to convert this into moles. I know I need 1 mole on the top. So I'm going to put my molar mass, my 169.87 grams, on the bottom. And so let me divide this out. 103.08 divided by 169. Divided by 169.87, I'm getting 0.611 moles of AgNO3. Cool. So now I have moles. I will use this in my equation. The next question is, hey, do I have the correct, the other correct units for molarity? And no, I don't. I have milliliters. So look, 250 milliliters. I need that in liters. So I'm going to convert. There's another video on metric conversions if you need to review, but milliliters, how many milliliters in 1 liter? I do know that it's 10 to the negative 3, so it's 1,000, right? So I'm going to put 1 liter on the top and 1,000 on the bottom. And then I will divide. And that gives me 0.25 liters. So now I have moles and liters, and the last step to do is literally plug them in. Molarity equals 0.611 moles over 0.25 liters. Let's see what that is. I'm getting a molarity of 2.444. Amazing. Amazing. See? So there were some extra steps in this, but there's stuff that you've seen before. It's stuff you've done before, right? So no big deal. Okay, how about the last one? Because this one is phrased a little bit differently. The molarity of the solution containing water in HCl was found to be 0.86 molar. If the solution volume is 450 milliliters, what is the mass of the HCl in grams in the solution? So this is a multi-step one. This has multiple steps to get through. So first of all, I do know that they're giving me my molarity. That's crazy, right? So I already have one thing filled in on this side of the equation, right? So 0.86 molarity equals, I don't know what the moles is, so we're just going to put moles, and then over 450 milliliters, which still needs to be converted, right? So several ways I can do this. I think the first step I would do is to convert this 450 milliliters, because that'll make it easier to do things. That should not be like that. Okay, so I'm going to put 1 liter on the top. I know I have 1,000 milliliters per 1 liter. And when I divide that out, I'm getting 0.45 liters. So I'm going to come and I'm going to replace that up here. I'm going to say, hey, 0.45 liters. Feeling that? I feel that. I love that. Okay, so now all I really need to do is isolate my moles, right? Isolate my moles. So in this sense, I think I'm going to go 0.86 moles per liter, which is molarity. And I'm going to multiply by 0.45 liters on both sides of the equation. So if I multiply by 0.45 on this right side of the equation, it just cancels it out. So we can leave that alone. However, I still need to multiply on this side, and that will give me my number of moles of HCl, right? And this is moles HCl. So 0.45 times 0.86, that equals 0.378. And this is moles. So I have 0.378 moles of HCl. However, the question is, what is the mass of the HCl in grams in the solution? So my next step would be to turn these moles into grams. And how do I do that? We can kind of reference the problem above it, but we are going to use molar mass. We're using molar mass, man. So the first step would be, hey, what is the molar mass of HCl? Molar mass. I know that hydrogen equals 1. It's about 1 grams per mole. And if I look at my periodic table, I know that chlorine is about 35 grams per mole. And I'm rounding a little bit on this, right? So if I add those together, my molar mass will be 36 grams per mole of HCl. So then I just have to put this into action. How do I convert? I'm going to come back up to the top on the right here, and I'm going to go, hey, 0.378 moles of HCl times, I want 1 mole on the top to cancel, and then 36 grams on the bottom. So if I multiply this out, dividing by 36, I'm sorry, these should be reversed. I was like, that is a very small number. Reversing it, rewind. If I have moles here, I need moles on the bottom, which means 36 grams is going on top. So 0.378 times 36 is 13.6 grams of HCl. Wonderful. So hopefully this makes a little bit of sense. Sometimes molarity is very straightforward, and other times there's a few steps to it. Keep practicing.